Hey everybody, Akash Inti here, your favorite biotech research analyst. Today we talk about how to research a company and how to learn a little bit more about the company overall. Now, in past videos, we've talked a little bit about the FDA approval process, we've talked about what a portfolio is, we've talked about what a pipeline is, we've talked about the types of biotech companies that are out there, we talked about financing these companies, we talked about deals at a high level. So we've talked about a lot of different topics and really delved into a very high level of many different areas. We've also talked about some of the different stakeholder partners. So what I want to focus on today is, okay, we've talked about all of these different things. How do we bring this into one thing and really get a sense of going through a company itself? So we'll just glimpse through a company, a hypothetical company website. Maybe in the future we'll go through one together in tandem or all together, really read through it and get a sense of, okay, what's really going on with this company. Today, we're really focusing on how do you read through a company website and research a company to get a better sense of, well, what's really going on with this company and the best ways and avenues of learning a little bit more about what's going on. First and foremost, um, so let's say you got your hypothetical company website up, and as you're looking through it, you read through, and you usually have a home page. You'll typically have an About Us page about like who's the company. Within there, you'll usually see something along the lines of like what's the management team like, what does the company do overall, what is their board of directors like, so on and so forth. Maybe some contact information. Second, you'll probably see something about it'll usually say like about our science or something like that. So typically it'll be explaining, well, what's the whole concept of either the platform that they have, the therapeutic that they're going after, so on and so forth. Kind of just explaining, well, this is the type of innovative drug that we're developing, and here's kind of how it works. If it's a platform company, you will see kind of some details on the platform. So depending on the company and how well it's funded, a lot of times you'll get some like really interesting graphics, right? So you'll see like a graphic of whatever the platform is itself and kind of some intricacies as to how it might work or the distinguishing features about the platform itself. They may have some of their pipeline on that as well. So they might say, well, we have these different, we're developing innovative drug X, drug Y, drug Z. This is indicated in this particular disease, and this is the phase of development that it's at. So they might have that type of information. They might also mention what's the mechanism of action. So getting into a little bit more, how does the drug exactly work, and what is it really focusing and targeting? You may also see something along the lines of if these companies are in any type of partnerships or deals, so it could be a licensing deal, a co-promotion, co-marketing, so on and so forth. They typically will mention it within their pipeline itself. So that's kind of the third big piece of the website. Fourth one is usually, depending on the company, it could be investors. So it might say like an investor page of, if they're a publicly traded company, they'll have a whole page for the investors, and this will include everything from SEC filings, so the Securities and Exchange Commission, kind of any government or regulatory documents with regards to this, which has a lot of rich information. Highly encourage you guys to check that out. You might also find their press room, so any press releases that they have is typically in this investor page as well. Any governing documents that they have for the organization, so this could be including anything of like, this is, so as I talked about, here's our board of directors, and each board member, they'll have different types of committees. So one might be like a committee on compensation. They might have another committee on just corporate governance, kind of making sure that the company is doing what it is supposed to be doing, and making sure that there's laws, if you will, or within the company, like rules that they must follow, so that management isn't defrauding the investors and so on and so forth. So they've got different types of things, and they'll mention this in here. They may also include their annual report in this area as well. So that's like kind of the fourth big piece. And lastly, usually have like a contact us section as to, here's more information if you want to learn more about the company, here's their mailing address, where their facilities are located, and then some just general contact information. So that's kind of a high level hypothetical website of a biotech company and what it might look like. What I really want to encourage you guys to take and some of the key things for reading through our website is, obviously you want to know first, so there's three big pieces: science, management, financing. these are the three big pieces to biotech, and especially innovative biotech. Who are the people that are with the organization? So typically management. You'll want to know who is their management team. What have their past successes been? What have they done in the past? Where do they come from? Really, what's their experience? And you want to get a good sense. Like, okay, well, these are the people that are doing it, and then putting the team or working together and such. Obviously, if they've got a little bit more experience, it typically is illustrative that, okay, this person's got their knows how to do things a little bit more. Second piece is science. You really want to get a good sense of, well, what's going on with the science itself. How does the science work? Does the science make sense at a high level, or is it just garbage? And then who are the researchers that have been associated with with that science itself? And then lastly is funding. So how is this company funded? Who are the investors? How much did they raise? When was the last time they raised? And so on and so forth. These are three big key pieces that you'll typically just want to know at a very high level while you're engaging with and really researching through a particular innovative biopharma company. The last piece, if we keep this part a secret, is because, well, we can't give everything away, is the news. What's going on with the company? In other words, what have they released to the public? This oftentimes will be any clinical data that may have just come out. It could be something along the lines of any financing that they may have had, any changes to their management team, any new clinical candidates or preclinical new drug candidates that might be emerging in the pipeline. It could be that they're attending a particular conference or poster symposium. They might be having an investor day. They may have just released their quarterly earnings. There's many different things that could be in the news section, but this is a hugely key piece to get a good sense of, well, how do you assess this company, and these are the big pieces that you'll want to take a look into. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Now I don't even know what to do with my fingers. Any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. And with that, I leave you. Remember, keep up, thrive, and stay safe.